shock result over in La Liga as Real Madrid lose at home. We'll talk about that and much more next. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction video. This time looking forward to matchday number 25 of the 2018-2019 La Liga season. Now we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash your subscribe button. It will keep you bang up to date with all things La Liga related, Blackburn Rovers related, world football related. We're going to all here under one roof. Now, before we jump into matchday number 25, we're going to take a look back at matchday number 24, see how many predictions I got right and how many I got wrong. I'll tell you, I did okay, folks. I didn't get any spot on the nose, but I got a few close to the money, if you know what I mean. Anyway, let's take a look at it. Eibar up against Getafe, opened up the weekend. A 2-2 draw. Everyone got themselves a share of the spoils. And I actually got a share of the spoils myself, as I saw this as a 1-1 draw. So, correct result. Incorrect scoreline. Moving on to Celta Vigo up against Levante. Now, Levante, where are they these days? They're about mid-table. Up against Celta Vigo, struggling. Ended up being a big fat 4-1 win for Levante away from. I actually saw it as an away win as well, but just a 2-1 in favour of Levante. Rayo Vallecano up against Atlético Madrid. Now Atlético Madrid are in second spot after a big fat 1-0 win over Rayo Vallecano. I actually saw it as a 2-0 away win for Atlético away from home. And then it was Real Sociedad up against Leganés. Now Sociedad doing the business at the top of the table now into 7th spot. And that's after a comfortable 3-0 win over Leganés, who are in 14th spot. Actually saw it as a 3-1 win in favour of Sociedad. But big result there for them boys. Moving on to Barcelona up against Valladolid. Ended up being a snooze fest really. Just the 1 goal in it. 1-0 winners for the leaders and champions Barcelona. Actually saw it as a 3-0 win for Barca. But unfortunately, no. Move on to the first surprise of the weekend. It was Real Madrid up against Girona. Ended up being a big fat 2-1 win for Girona. That gives them a big old boost. They're in 15th spot after that victory over Real Madrid. Remaining in 3rd. Good 9 points difference between them and Barca at the top spot. I actually saw it was a 4-1 win in favour of Real Madrid. Moving on to Valencia up against Espanyol. Now Espanyol, a bit of a yo-yo team, more on the down than the up at the moment, and that includes this weekend's drama with a 0-0 draw, Snorefest up against Valencia. Actually saw it as a 2-0 win for Valencia. Moving on to Villarreal up against Sevilla. Another bit of a surprise here as Villarreal came out on top, 3-0 winners in the end to give themselves a big old boost. They are now into 18th spot after that monstrous win over Sevilla, who are in 4th. Actually saw it as a 2-1 win in favour of Sevilla. Betis up against Alavés. Tough one, this one. Betis are in 8th. Alavés are in 6th. So a draw was on the cards really, 1-1, and I actually saw this as well as a 2-2 draw. Moving to Huesca, bottom club Huesca, up against Atlético Bilbao, who are mid-table, and that is after a 1-0 win on Monday Night Football. I actually saw it as a 2-0 win for Huesca, so we've got a bit of a surprise there. So 6 out of 10, not too shabby indeed. Now let's take a look at this weekend's action. Espanyol up against Huesca. This weekend, Espanyol into 13th spot, Huesca bottom. Huesca have won 2 out of the past 6. Whereas whereas Espanyol have just won 1 at the past 6. But I'm going to go with home form in this one. 1-0 win for Espanyol to give themselves a boost. And that win could see themselves back into the top 10 again. Getafe up against Vallecano. Vallecano in 19th spot. Getafe all the way up in 5th spot. Only lost 1 in the past 6 for Getafe. As for Vallecano, they've won 2 out of the last 6, but they've lost 3 on the spin. But I see this as a comfortable win for Getafe. 3-1 win in the end. Sevilla up against Barcelona. Tasty won this one. 4th up against 1st. Barcelona haven't lost in the past 6 at least. It probably goes further back than that. Sevilla, on the other hand, have only won once in the past 6. So realistically, it should be a home win. It should be a win for Barcelona. But I'm going to go with a 2-2 draw because I think Barcelona have been a little bit wobbly of late. And maybe Sevilla will bring their A game this weekend. Alavés up against Celta Vigo. Now, Alavés are in 6th. Celta Vigo are in 17th spot. Alavés come into this. They've lost 3 of the past 6 games, but unbeaten in 2, whereas Celta Vigo, on the other hand, have just won 1 in the past 6. So I'm going to go with a comfortable home win for Alavés this weekend. Atlético Bilbao up against Eibar. Bilbao are on the charge as well, only lost 1 in 6. As for Eibar, on the other hand, they're pretty decent as well, only lost 1 in 6. It's been a while since they've lost. But I'm going to go with home form on this one for Bilbao to give themselves 3 points, and that would push them possibly into 8th place, depending on what else goes on. Leganés up against Valencia. Leganés are in 14th spot. Valencia in 9th. Valencia haven't actually won in 4 games, but they've won 2 in 6, if you catch my meaning. But I'm going to go with away form on this one. Valencia are busy over in Europe as well. Atletico Madrid up against Villarreal. Atletico Madrid have lost twice the past 3 games, so it's a little bit juicy for them. They need to get themselves a bit of consistency if they're going to get towards the top of the table. Meanwhile, Villarreal have won once in the past 6, and that was last time out. But I'm going to go with a home win on this one. Atletico Madrid with a 3-0 win over Villarreal. Valladolid up against Real Betis. Now Valladolid come into this match. Where are they these days? They're about 16th spot, 1-1 in 6. Betis, on the other hand, looking good for it. 1-2 out of the past 6. But most recently a draw. But I see an away win on this one for Betis, 2-1 win. In the end, Levante up against Real Madrid. Obviously, Madrid come into this with a defeat. But before that, it was 5 wins on the spin. So they were in some good form. But just a little bit of a hiccup last time out. And I see them getting back to winning ways. 2-1 win. To maybe, just maybe, leapfrog Atletico, depending on what goes on in that game. And wrapping up the weekend, it'll be Girona up against Sociedad. Toasty on this one. Girona are in 15th spot. Only won 1 in 6. And that was last time out. Up against Real Sociedad, probably the form team of the division. Unbeaten in at least 6 games. And I'm going to go with a bit of a surprise on this one. 2-1 win in favour of Girona to upset the odds. And maybe, just maybe, give them a bit of a boost. Because that win could push them into the 11th spot. But on the flip side, if Real Sociedad win, they could rise into European contention. That's pretty much all I've got for you today, folks. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a good old thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, smash your subscribe and get your bang up to date with all things La Liga related, Blackburn Rovers related, world football related. We're going to all here under one roof. And also make sure you drop your own predictions down in the comment section to see how many you can get right. And of course, how many you get wrong, folks. See if you can out-predict me on the old prediction stakes. And also, check out the old description. Links to my other social media platforms are in there. Twitter, Facebook. It's all in there, so you can check up with me on the go. Anyway, I'm going to let you get out of it. We'll be back same time, same place for some more predictions. But while I have you, check out the channel. Plenty more prediction videos on there. We've even got the Europa League, baby. Check that bad boy out. Anyway, until I see you again, thumbs up, subscribe. Ciao for now. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.